Hey folks, welcome to K6 Outdoors. I am your host, Kyle. I've been putting it off. I need to get it done. I need to do my annual AC condenser cleaning. That little box that sits outside. Let's walk out there and check it out. Trying to get all the fins cleaned out so it's working at max efficiency and keeping things cool instead of hot because I'm sweating. I'm standing here. It's like 85% humidity. It's gross. So every year I use this air conditioning spray, some flavor of like this is generally what I use. It has in my local big box store. I'll put a link to the stuff down below, but I need to get this bad boy cleaned up. Ignore the slight tilt it has. It needs to be re-leveled again. It's settled a couple times here over the life of the house being built, and to be bluntly honest with you, it's working fine how it is right now. So we'll get that in another video. We'll get you up close here so it can finish doing its cycle, then we'll shut it off. You'll see we get some debris up in here where it plugs some of the fins. You could simply just use water, but I find that using a mixture of this helps keep it clean and clean it all season long. Again, not in bad shape because I do it annually, but just any little bit you can get out of there, it just can help it work more efficiently. And when this works more efficiently, it just ultimately saves you a little bit of cash. Even though I have these solar panels over here, let's just pretend like I don't, and I want to save as much energy as I can, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna let this finish its cycle. We're gonna go over here to the disconnect. We're gonna flip the switch so there's all the power killed to this and move on. So just a note, I generally do not remove this top cover. You can by removing these screws along the top, but again, it's pretty clean, and for the most part, I can rinse it down through if I need to, but rinsing from the outside generally does a pretty good job. Now, this specific chemical does not need to be rinsed off. It's self-rinsing, self-cleaning, and it's safe to use on these units here. So just keep in mind, if you're not comfortable doing this stuff yourself, hire a professional to come out and do this. But again, there's really not a whole lot of risk here. Just make sure the power is shut off and just don't risk electrocution. Don't be poking and prodding in spaces you really shouldn't be. Just to reiterate, if you do not feel comfortable doing this, do not do it. But it's a fairly easy task. Just a little bit more about this cleaner. It's a foaming cleaner. You just spray your AC unit. The one's pictured here. This specific one has a nice scrubbing cap. If you need to scrub on the fins a little bit, you can. But it's safe, self-rinsing, and a water-based formula. Again, typically this is what I use. Will not harm drain pans, plastic, or other unpainted materials. It's got a nice lemon fragrance. That's a win, right? Just again, to read through some of the instructions here, disconnect and turn off the power to the unit being serviced. Shake the can well before spraying and remove the cap and point towards the surface to be cleaned. Avoid spraying directly on electrical wires and connections, and thoroughly saturate the target area. Let it sit to be clean. I generally let it set 15 or so minutes before I do any water spraying. This is a self-rinsing formula. As condensation accumulation on the unit will completely rinse off the emulsified materials. Note that you may wipe away or rinse with water if desired, especially on surfaces that do not produce condensation. Repeat application as necessary on extremely stubborn and heavy deposits. After you're done, turn it back on. Very simple, but effective, and again, I cannot say enough about how well it does work. So now that the unit's stopped running, you need to go ahead and disconnect it. Here on the newer house, your power was right out here by your unit. Turn it off. If it's not out here by your unit, it may be a different disconnect too, or it might be at your breaker panel inside your house. So like I mentioned, shake the can very well and then start spraying. Since you can kind of spray it at an angle, start at the top and work yourself down. See how you can get that right in there? Just kind of work into those fins. Generally one can does the job without a problem. Nice citrus scent. Smell it. Smells good. See all that nasty stuff coming off the coil in there. Just work the rest of the way around here. Kind of satisfying, to be honest with you. Set you guys down here. I'm gonna keep spraying. All right, it is sat about 10-ish minutes. You'll see there's a little bit of foam left in there, but you can tell in there that that foam is pulling all that dirt off. Since this is kind of, dirty, or I would say, technically dirtier than normal, I'm going to rinse it out. Not going to try taking the top off for now. Let's see if we can rinse it out from the top fins there and rinse down the sides. All right. Got the wand out here, or the spray nozzle. We're going to rinse from the top down. Trying to rinse all that grime out of there. You can see all that nastiness just flowing right down the fins. Again, you can take this top lid off if you're worried about it, but I think this is going to be just fine. You can see it rinsing from the outside in, or inside out, just forcing that water, all that nasty stuff out of the fins. Again, look on the side, look at that nasty stuff coming out of there. Gross. Fair argument could be made that this is basically a tune-up in a can. Not tuna, tune-up in a can. The reason I say that is, unless you're an HVAC professional, a lot of the remaining work that you could do yourself as a homeowner is limited. So this is the least you can do. Help yourself out, making yourself be a little more efficient and last. Now, is it going to be perfect? Probably not 100% perfect, but it looks much better than it did. Got one more side to do here, but I'll get you in to look at it. You remember how dirty that was? Look how clean it is now. No more of that nasty dirt and debris on it. I have taken off this top shroud once, but to be honest with you, I never saw that I got a whole lot more cleanliness by taking that off. Maybe I do that every 2 to 3 years versus spraying the outside and kind of rinsing the best I can through that top shroud to the outside, and then, working down each layer with the nozzle, just like this. Kind of starting here and working your way down. Technically, like I said, you don't have to rinse this, but for me, it gives me a peace of mind, and well, it helps clean it a little bit better. Kind of gives that scrubbing action, if you ask me. But yeah, that's how I do that. Just reiterating, now that we're all done, just working down each fin to rinse down as best you can. If it's really bad, take off all the shrouding and work around it. But if you do this annually or biannually, depending upon how bad your stuff is, you're not gonna have a problem. But you can see down there, all that nastiness, we're gonna wash it out of the way. And it's all done. If you guys feel comfortable doing it, go grab a can of this stuff yourself, turn the power off, spend 20 minutes, applying it, letting it kind of soak in there, and then give yourself another 15 to 20 minutes to rinse it out, and you'll have a clean unit, or at least, in my opinion, clean enough. Hope you guys found this video informative and helpful, and if you did, I would appreciate it if you guys give me a thumbs up button, subscribe and follow along to the channel if you aren't already, and stay tuned to more videos. My name's Kyle. I'll catch you guys in the next video. We'll see ya. Man, we're gonna have to level this AC unit up. It's starting to drive me nuts. Yeah, that's a later project.